All right, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about using the selection tool in Photoshop, another basic and powerful tool to add objects to your image. So you're going to open these 4 images provided by your teacher, and then you're going to go to Window, Arrange, and Float All in Windows so we can see them side by side. If you would like them to be a little smaller, you can hit Control and the minus key. So then you could maybe see them side by side. So that's how you can resize them. So here's my plane, Control minus, here's my boat. Just gonna kind of make it so I can see all of these. Here's the girl walking the dog. And then I'm gonna use this windmill picture as my background. All right, some things that you should make sure you have turned on. First of all, you should always have your history box open so you can go back and correct mistakes. And then especially important for this one is your layers window. So that's right here now, that popped up. And then when I have the move tool selected at the top, I want to make sure this box, show transform controls, is always selected. That's going to help you a lot. So these two, the boat and the girl, they are on a transparent background. So actually I can grab it, drag it, and drop it onto my image. Now it's way too big, right? So we're going to need to resize it. But do you see how the boat is outlined with these this blue line and the little white boxes? Those are like your anchor points, so you can enlarge it like this. You will not have those options if this box is not checked. See how it goes away? That's why it's really important to have that selected. Okay, this background image doesn't have much water, so I better make this boat pretty small. And I'm going to bring it down here in the water, and then once I'm happy with where it is, I can push enter to lock in my changes. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing with the girl walking the dog because she's also on a transparent background. So I'm going to grab her, whoops, I'm going to grab her and drag her. Obviously way too big, right? So let's make her smaller. We can put her on maybe one of these walking paths right here. Be mindful of how big she is compared to the boat. Like if we wanted her to fit in the boat, she'd have to be pretty small if she was way back there. Or maybe we can have her, and you can also rotate by going outside the corner. You can rotate and you can resize all in one shot there. And then you just hit enter to lock it in. Pretty steep hill, huh? All right, then the airplane is not on a transparent background. If I moved this over, it would bring the sky with it, and we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the magic wand tool, which is right here under this one, I think. Magic wand. There we go. I think if you haven't used this tool before, it'll show this box, but it's the 4th one down. You're going to go to the magic wand tool, and it would be pretty hard to select the airplane, so let's select the background, the sky, instead. So when I push the background, it selects all the things that are similar colors, in this case, the blue sky. Make sure up here at the top we have this double square selected. That means that you can select more than one part of the image at a time. So now I'm going to include the clouds. So I'm just going to keep clicking until that whole background is, see how it's selecting similar colors, and as you go to the outside of the cloud, it's blending more and more with that blue. So you just have to keep clicking the edges till it's got the whole background. So now you can see everything is selected except the airplane. But we didn't want to move the sky, right? We wanted to move the airplane. So I'm going to right click, and I'm going to select select inverse. That means select the opposite of what is selected now. So right now I have everything except the airplane. If I select inverse, now it's going to select the airplane and not the background. So now we have these little marching ants just around the airplane. We're going to go to the move tool. We're going to grab the airplane, and now see how it's just bringing the airplane over. We're going to want to resize it. Now, if it did bring anything over with it that you didn't want, you could erase. Oh, I thought it was bringing over something else, but it didn't. Okay, so there's my airplane. You'll notice that my layers window over here now has a layer for each item. It has a layer for the airplane, a layer for the girl, a layer for the boat. So in order to print that or share that, I need it to be a JPEG. So you'll remember we're going to go to layers, flatten image. Now all the layers are combined into one, and you can go file, save as, and make sure you save it as a JPEG. But your assignment is to go to the internet and find 2 more objects to add to your picture. But when you're finished, you'll go to Layer, Flatten, and then save it as a JPEG. Thanks for watching.